Hey y'all, my wonderful YouTube people, how you doing? I'm sorry I got y'all in a dirty dark room. It's like 4:30 in the morning and it's December 22nd and I can't sleep, so I'm wrapping presents, so I'll be moving around a lot and I apologize for that too. Y'all might remember my bedroom, which is now Tony's office, because we all just tend to sleep downstairs. But all that's changing because, god damn it, before January the 1st, I'm making River her playroom out of that middle room, and her former nursery is going to be my craft room. Why? Hold on, and I'm going to show y'all the squalor that my husband works 8 to 10 hours a day in. And y'all will see why I need to move my magic away from his mess. Because if I don't move my magic away from his mess, we're probably going to get a divorce. So, nothing quite like trying to cast a circle and you gotta kick garbage out of your way. No. I'm good on all that. Thank you very much. Oh, I did my Yule ritual tonight downstairs in the living room. I'm good on all that. I just can't even. And I miss having an altar that I can work with without, having to completely clean a room that will be dirty again tomorrow. And I have always wanted a room for myself that I can just have, that I know is just my energy in it and nobody's touching my shit. Oh yeah, he loves putting shit on my altar. Now the pickle jar, that was me. But I'll come in and he will have cups on my altar and fucking socks on my altar. No. Dude, my little sister didn't listen to shit I ever told her, but she knew by the age of 6 you do not lay shit on my altar. Yeah, so the wrapping presents portion of the program should not take very long. Not because I have many more presents and I've already wrapped them. Oh, no, girlfriend. No, because this is all I got, which really has me bummed out. Now, y'all know I am not a material person. If I were, well, I would not have picked this life when I decided to reincarnate the last time. But when it comes to River and Christmas, I usually go pretty big. Her first Christmas, I think I spent between her and my niece, who I also usually go pretty fucking big for. I think I spent like $2,500. I put it in layaway and paid it off from the day layaway started until Black Friday. And this year I put the shit in layaway, as I have always done. Only I couldn't afford to pay the shit in layaway. So I, since November, have been working between Finger Hut and Amazon and a little tiny bit Walmart, but I gave most of that to her for Yule. Why should Christmas get to have all the fucking fun? And I'm pulling it together here. I think I'm going to hit the Dollar Tree. Pro poor bitch tip from years of experience. If something happened and you couldn't get the Toys for Tots for your kids and you have little ones, go to the Dollar Tree. $25, you can get 25 presents, and they're happy as hell to have them. I actually did that once when I was raising my ex's daughter that I told y'all I found. She was like 4 at the time, I believe. And the bastard had spent the welfare check he got for her and left me with $25 to be a prick. Like, oh, well, here's your money to buy her Christmas. Like, alright, motherfucker, so I did. I don't think I have been as stressed about Christmas since that Christmas until this year. But it is what it is. We'll all get through it. Whatever you're going through tonight, we will all get through it. Right? Right. Now, let me tilt you down try to find it. Let's see. You can see me standing up. And once again, it looks more fun than it is here. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Yule. Sorry, I look like hell again. 4:30 in the morning. But yeah, I hope y'all had a beautiful Yule if you are in the northern hemisphere, and of course a wonderful summer solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere. Oh Lord. Mine was pretty good. I was supposed to go to Grandma's and take River to see Santa. No, I have not done that yet. Yes, I have tried multiple times. I always manage to come when he's just closing or on a day he's not open, because Tony and I got a van from two very kind, very amazing friends of ours that literally just gave us a completely, perfectly intact, beautiful, wonderful 2007, I believe, van. And it like, nobody has ever done anything like that for me before, so I am beyond grateful. And they're really great people. And both of them know what it's like to struggle when it comes to money, because with Tony's friends, how do I put this? A lot of them don't, and I can relate to them on other shit, but when it comes time to talk like finances and upbringing and stuff, I really can't relate to them at all. But Rick and Christina, they know what's up. Like, I can relate to them. They're the ones that have Lily, which is River's best little friend, although she's beat the shit out of her since they were like 3 months old, which is awful. But Lily's learning to fight back, so yay, Lily. Lily is the child I would have had if my kid would have acted like me. She was. She's going through a phase right now. What the fuck did I do with the pen? This is every year since the first year I ever helped my grandma wrap presents. I was 12. And every year I fucking misplaced something. This is not the pen I was using, but it will work. Anyway, back to my Yule. Again, I get sidetracked, you all know that. We were supposed to go to Grandma's and go down to Circleville, which I've tried to do repeatedly to see Santa, and it has not worked at all. And I had a bone-crushing migraine last night. I fell and I hit my head because ever since I've had River, like literally 2 days after I came home from the hospital from having River, I sleepwalk upstairs to go to the bathroom, and like in the middle of me being asleep, I have no memory of it, and I sleep on the toilet because I'm asleep, and I fell and I like crushed my head. I literally heard it when like it was bad. It was the worst fall. The very first time I did it, excuse me, I fell off the toilet and cracked my head on this side on the bathtub. So it's not, like, I wish I could hypnotize myself into not doing this anymore. I never sleepwalked a fucking day in my life until the first time I did this, and now I've done it almost 3 years, and I hate it, and it usually does not end too well, as one might imagine. Most of the time I wake myself up before but this time I didn't, and every night with the exception of tonight, since that happened about a week ago, I've been getting bone-crushing migraines. Sounds have really bothered me. I've been hella nauseous, and I think I maybe might have a little bit of a concussion. Well, last night I got one of the bone-crushing migraines, and when I woke up today where it was so bad, it was like not altogether gone yet, and I waited like an hour and a half, and then I called Grandma and I was like, I don't think I can do this today. I don't think I can come over. And she was like, well, your mom has a migraine too. So we stayed home, and the neighbors they always get River Christmas presents, and which is amazing. They've done it since her first Christmas, and I just, it amazes me how wonderful they are when it comes to River. And they brought her over her presents today, so she got those, and then we were sitting there, and I was getting ready to get her in the bathtub. Oh, I bought her a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer book, because she loves Rudolph and Frosty this year. And that was supposed to be her Yule present. Well, I was sitting there thinking, right before her bath, like, why should Christmas get all the fun? Yes, you hardly have any presents for her as it is, but come on, man. So I gave her the bathrobe and the Peppa PJs and her house shoes that I had bought her, and told her that they were her Yule presents. And then she is obsessed with this little kid who is a little YouTuber that went from just making videos with his mom to making like $6 million a year. And now he has merchandise at Walmart. Ryan's Toy Review. Any of y'all who are parents may have watched them before, against your own will, most likely, as I have. Well, she is obsessed with them, and they had a few little cheap things that he has out at Walmart, so I got like 3 of them, 3 different kinds, and I put them in her stocking. Well, I ended up giving her one of those, and I told her that the Yule fairies brought it for her, and that the Yule fairies live in a realm that is a lot like the North Pole, and that may even be where Santa came from. And it is always Yule there, all the time. Fuck it. Right? So, that's the story I gave her. And I think I kind of like it, and I think it's gonna stick. So, you know, it's not like Christmas where they know, oh, okay, it's Christmas, I'm getting a present. So that made it kind of cool. And I had to do my ritual with her awake, because I always do it at the time that it actually changes, you know, the official start of winter, if I can help it, right down to the hour and the minute. So I did that. She was awake, and that was not great. I am pretty sure there was nothing left of the energy in that circle by the time she was done. There's something about telling a kid, okay, now you have to, see, Tony was at work at the time that I had to do the ritual. That's why I had to do it in front of her, which I've never had to do before, because ordinarily I wouldn't put myself through that ordeal. The last ritual I did with that kid was the austere ritual I did when she was like a month and a half old. Yeah, I won't, she was 6 weeks, because it's 6 weeks from in-bulk to austere. So, it's not something I recommend with small children, and I don't think I'll be doing that again. Yeah, we're at the end of the road. Grandma wants, well, she mentioned that she wanted wrapped empty boxes for her porch that look like presents. So, Grandma wants wrapped empty presents. I will give her wrapped empty presents. I have tried super, super, super hard this year to do what I can to kind of make her happy. It's, you know, it's been pretty fucking tough. I don't know, what do y'all think? We got peppermint candies, little Christmas trees, or Christmas lights? I like the Christmas lights. Lord. But yeah. Oh, did y'all catch the Yule episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Have y'all watched that show at all? I really like it. Somebody that works on the show, I almost want to say that it said it was a costume designer or something like that. I believe it's somebody who does a minor thing like overall, but they're pagan. And the show writers and creator kind of consult with them about pagan shit to incorporate actual pagan elements into it. I could do without the whole Satan thing, but it isn't, like, I understand that that's how it was in the comic book, and you want to stay as true to that as you possibly can while also modernizing it and using what people now know and all that. My only beef with it is the hell that we all go through with the preconception that we worship Satan in general. But other than that, I would not have an issue with it, because the way that they've done Satan does not make it seem like Christian, hooven-footed, rip-off of Satan. And I think that the chick who played Missy on Doctor Who, I think she may end up overthrowing Satan and becoming a dark goddess, and I will totally be down for that. Right now, she's going about shit all wrong. She's trying to take out Sabrina, when what she needs to do is utilize Sabrina in her quest to take over hell and become the queen of hell. And if that's how that goes, oh my god, I'll be so pleased. But it was crazy, because even with the whole Satan thing, that episode of Sabrina was probably the first thing I have ever seen on a show that actually had some real pagan elements to it, and did kind of seem like a Yule. Maybe not Yule as you or I celebrate it, but it seemed like it could have had some traditions in there that were believable. And I really, really liked that episode. I liked the whole show. I didn't know if I was going to. Like, I remember 1990s Sabrina, and any of y'all that are my age or older that watched that show, I mean, it was on TGIF, so of course you had to watch it, duh. But let's fucking face it, it was not the greatest show ever. I think I would have much rather had a show with Zelda and Hilda, just them, than a show about Sabrina. I thought she was pretty fucking boring, and I thought Harvey was even more boring. But I always really loved Hilda and Zelda. And I still do. I feel like I can relate to both of them in different ways. Sometimes I channel my inner Zelda, for sure. But a lot of time I am more like Hilda. But, yeah, if you guys have not seen the episode for Yule, do check it out. It's on Netflix. If y'all have heard nothing about the show whatsoever, it is on Netflix. Get your best friend's account if this was a rough month for you. Get their login information. And go watch that shit. Because it's good shit. I swear it. Would I lead you astray? Never. Let's see, there was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. So, for those of you who celebrate Christmas in one form or another, what are your holiday plans? Mine are, I don't know, like, since River has been born, actually since the year before River has been born, I have cooked everything at my house, but my oven is broken. The original idea was, well, we will make the ham and the rolls at my mom's house the night before, and then she can bring them over when Tony goes to pick her up, blah, blah, blah. Then her oven quit working. I swear to God, I half think that Grandma was wishing this on us, and that she did want to have it at her house, she just didn't want to say. So now she is just wishing subconsciously for shit to fuck up all the way around, so we have to do it in her house, which I would not mind, except for the fact that it's so much easier for me. Especially as bad as I have been feeling lately, Like, it's so much easier for me to cook everything here, have everybody come here, and then have everybody go home than to do it all at Grandma's. It just is. But if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. And then my sister-in-law wrote me today to tell me that she thinks that they will either have to come up Sunday or Monday because she works a night shift. She does home health care. And she said she works both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So the rest of the family does not yet know that because it's Amanda and I who coordinate everything and then get together with my brother and I get together with everybody else and we work it out. Now, I don't know. I just don't know. Oh yeah, we have bought none of the food yet. I don't know how the hell. My mom's supposed to buy the ham. And, I don't know how I'm supposed to buy the rest because I genuinely do not have any money. But when it comes to holidays, buddy, my grandma and I have always been if we break the bank, we break the bank kind of family. And I think that comes a lot from being poor. Or just not having that many resources in general. Like my great-grandmother, I think I've told you all this before. She was a single mom in the 40s and 50s. Yeah, that was great. And not because her husband died, but because he was a total cocksucker and they were divorced. And she worked very, very hard to take care of 4 little girls all by herself. Well, every year around Christmas time, she would get night jobs because she worked all day. And the kids were little. Like my grandma and her sisters, her oldest sister, her sister that's next to her in age, and her are all only 3 years apart. It was 1, 2, 3. And then there was a year break there, or 2-year break. And then her baby sister was born. And I'm talking like kids that are 6 to, 5, 4, 2. So 6 to 2 years old in age. And she would tell my oldest aunt, like, lock the door, don't answer any knocks, do not let anybody know you're in here, just turn off all the lights, go to sleep, I'll be home at, whatever time. And she would work literally 16 to 20 hours a day so that she could give them a good Christmas. And even though they had no food throughout the year and they really, really struggled. Like my grandma grew up so poor, made me look like I had money, She had an outhouse, like no running water most of her life when she was little. Yeah. So, but my grandma Betty always made sure that she gave them one hell of a Christmas. And if you think back to the way our ancestors did winter solstice, it was a lot like that. They had a great big feast at a time of year when resources, depending on how the harvest went, were very scarce. So I don't know if that's a mindset that just stuck with certain types of people, but Grandma and I definitely got that mindset. Now it doesn't have to be, everything we usually make. We can scale it down. We will agree on that. But because it's not about I'm going to spend every dime I have. That's not what you want to do. But it is about doing as much as you can with as little as you have, I guess. I'll tell you what. Jesus turned water into wine one motherfucking time. And he gets celebrated as the Son of God. I go into the Walmart store twice a month and I work motherfucking miracles, getting fucking something out of nothing. And I don't even get a song. or a prayer or a damn girl, you did alright. Nothing. Ain't that about a bitch? But yeah, so it will be scaled down, but we will make it work. We will make it happen because that's what we do. And I think a lot of pressure is also being put on this particular Christmas because it is our first Christmas without Grandpa. And Grandma used to really, really, really love Christmas until she went bankrupt. Because at one point, my grandmother had $250,000. And then my grandpa, I think he was already getting Alzheimer's, personally. But he suddenly quit his job. Now, this was a man who worked 80 to 100 hours a week, every single week, for 35 years. And he was just like, nope, I'm done. And he quit his job. And so all of the expenses of the house was put on her money. Well, that don't last long. And then they ended up losing their house in the housing crisis of 2008. Their house was foreclosed on in 2009 because of refinance loans and shit like that. And when they lost their house, that kind of just did both of them in. And I am trying, and she, every year, like, no matter what I do, because when I lived there, I was the one who did all the decorating and all the cooking and all the baking and all that shit. But it's like, no matter what I do, because she doesn't have money to buy, because this woman used to buy Christmas, my good God. When I was a teenager, she got her money when I was 14. From like 14 to 17, this woman would go out and spend probably $5 to $6 grand just between my brother and my sister. I was much cheaper. I'd be like, okay, Grandma, because yes, I picked out and wrapped my own Christmas presents at that point. I'd be like, okay, Grandma, what's my budget for Amazon? This was before I knew what a fuck Jeff Bezos was. And she'd be like, 150. Like, okay. I'd go on, I would get me all the CDs and books I wanted for $150. And I was good with that. And she'd be like, no, you gotta get clothes, you gotta get this, you gotta get that. I'm like, no, I'm good. I was all I needed in my life, man. I have never been one that required a whole lot for myself. But, and she would spend all this money about the last 2 weeks before Christmas. And then this old bitch had to do the shopping with her. And I'm talking one time we went into Walmart as this girl was going on shift. Okay? We were still in Walmart at the end of her 8-hour shift. And she's like, you guys can't possibly still be shopping. And I'm not a shopper. I never have been. I do not enjoy shopping. Unless it's in like a half-price bookstore or something like that. Then yes, I'm down. Other than that, I want to get what the fuck I'm coming in for and get the fuck out. Not Grandma. Oh, Lord, no. Even to this day, she's like that when it comes to shopping. I go in with her and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be in here 2 hours so she can get 4 things. But, I'm like, no, we are still shopping. And she was like, that's insane. I'm like, ooh, you have no idea. And then Grandma's a diabetic and her sugar would crash and it was a hot mess. And she loved it. Like, it thrilled her. I think even the procrastination and the putting it off until just a week before Christmas, I think that was a big major thrill for her. That was not a major thrill for me. But I would come home and I would usually, I know this is terrible, but man, there had to be some fucking perk to picking out your own Christmas presents and wrapping them, right? Here was my perk. even though I knew what I was getting, I was not allowed to touch a single damn thing at all before Christmas. I even tried the whole, but Grandma, 21st is my Christmas. No, So, I would pick just one CD to do this to. Now, I didn't do it to all of them. But I would take one CD that I could not wait for Christmas for. I would get in my CD case. I would get out an old CD I wasn't going to listen to. And I would put it in the case of the one CD. Because she'd count those bitches, buddy. She knew. But she didn't know if it was wrapped. Then I did that one time with the fucking Doors, because my grandmother, though she is a baby boomer, did not love the Doors at all. So I thought, well, fuck, she ain't gonna notice. She never listened to the Doors. By God, yes, she did. She did notice. I'm in the shower fucking listening to Roadhouse Blues, getting down with my bad self. She comes in and she's like, you did not have this fucking CD before. I know we just got the box set. Why did you get this CD? I'm like, no, I had it. She's like, that's the Doors. You think you're going to play me? Like, how in the fuck did you know? Well, I didn't listen to him, but goddamn it, I know what Jim Morrison sounds like. I bet you do, Grandma. I bet you do. So I got busted. But I feel like I have got hella off topic. Oh yeah, Grandma and Christmas. So I am doing anything and everything I can in general to try to make her happy this Christmas. But it's one of those losing battles, because part of me knows I'm not going to make her happy no matter what I do. And it's nothing like, oh, she's a bitch or anything like that. It's just, she is extremely depressed over losing Grandpa in general. And the fact that it's Christmas and she can't afford to buy anything for anybody, including the great-grandkids, that's what gets her. And she's just down. She's really, really down. And the worst part is, the stress is killing her. I mean, it truly is. Like, she is going downhill really quickly. And I don't know what else I can do. I was praying to the crone aspect of Hecate the other night to just please, like, guide me, help her, whatever. I do not understand what she's going through. I empathize 100%, and I can try to put myself in her shoes like I do with everybody and their struggles. But on this is like losing a baby, in the sense that I think until you have lost somebody that you have literally spent 50 out of 70, well, technically they got together when she was 15, so 54, 53 years out of 70. I don't think that you can understand that unless you've been through it. And I have not been through it. And that's not just for a spouse. Like, if you've been with your best friend that long, or a sibling, or whomever you have lived in a house every single day with for that long, I can't understand that. I try. I do. But I can't understand that. Not really. And I know if I told her, like, if I went online and I looked it up and I tried to find some support group, she is going to laugh in my motherfucking face. This is a woman who has suffered with terrible depression all her life. I think she may be a little bit bipolar, not going to lie. And she has never willingly went to a psychiatrist, not one time. Like, she's not going to do that. And part of me feels like, and this is not, y'all know me, I'm not out to fucking just randomly convert anybody. But there are certain people you come across in this world, whether they're famous or people in your life or acquaintances from work or whatever, that you just look at them and it's like, man, if you knew the goddess, you would love the goddess. You know what I mean? Like, and part of me feels like if she would just really listen to what I tell her about the goddess. She has all the credentials for a goddess worshiper. She just wants to hold on to shit that she at her core does not believe in. She has admitted that to me. I said, you're going to tell me that you truly, you of all people, believe that a man created everything and that a man is, that women come from the rib of a man. And she's like, no, I don't believe any of that. She's like, I also don't believe in the way that the Bible talks about women and, all that. I'm like, then, Grandma, I don't think you're Christian. And I truly feel like, even though she's 70, and I know some of y'all might be like in a little late in the game to change things up. No, I don't. I don't think that. I truly think if she just listened to me about the goddess and truly thought about it, that she would find so much comfort and, I don't know, not purpose isn't the word I'm looking for, but just hope, maybe, something in the goddess. I mean, to know that there is a deity that you can call on who understands exactly what stage of life you're in, because she's in that stage too. And like, I don't know, I'm afraid to approach her and be like, Grandma, I think you need to pray to the crone goddess, because she understands menopause, widowhood, and ungrateful children. I just don't know how she'd take to that, but that's kind of where I'm going with this, yeah. And I do feel that way. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I know I'm killing myself trying to figure it out, but I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. You know what I do know? I have never, ever only taken an hour to wrap every present that I got someone before in my life, but finished the last one, which is good, because it's cigarette o'clock. As soon as I get a name up on this bitch, y'all are going to sit with me while I smoke a cigarette. No, I need a bigger one. Like, the worst part is, as far as I can think, except for a microphone, which, y'all, tell me if this makes any sense. They have a real microphone that you can actually plug in that actually works at Walmart for $10, right? And yet, oh, that was the same color as wrapping paper. That's going to be hard to see. Oh, well, too late now. And yet, all of the fake ones that are like, got little princess stickers on them and shit, those bitches are like $29.99. How does that make any sense to anybody? Y'all are about to see more than this when I sit down. Sorry. Oh, Lord. I kept y'all up on that stand because I knew I'd be moving a lot, and here I go moving a lot. Here, let me move you to the bed. I need to rest my back, but that can wait a minute. Where the hell did I sit? The ashtray. Hot damn. Sorry, y'all, give me a minute. Just give me 1 second here. Alrighty then. Oh shit, see? Every time I move, y'all are gonna move. Okay, give me 1 more second. Okay, what a weird fucking angle to do this at. But alas, there we are. It's the only way to keep removing you guys. So, oh, and like I said, you get an even better view of the mess we got going on. Where the fuck was I? Now I done forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, so Yule was pleasant. Oh, I was talking about River and her presents. Okay. My kid is spoiled in many ways. But when it comes to getting, like, big toys, she only gets shit like that twice a year. Once for Christmas, once for her birthday. So, but I mean, I got her everything she said she wanted as far as that goes. Like, she wanted all of the characters on Peppa. She's got all of the characters on Peppa now, and the castle, and the whole 9 fucking yards. Of course, now she has seen the bus in Walmart, and she wants that too. Maybe for her birthday. That bitch is $50. I might get her the $10 microphone. When I got her a little box of dress-up clothes, and they come with everything, including clip-on earrings, which she's going to fucking love. But they don't come with shoes. Y'all remember the little dress-up shoes we had? Well, they have not improved on them at all. They're like the same fucking dress-up shoes. But I want to try to see if the Dollar Tree or Dollar General has any. And get her a pair of those. And then, of course, there's shit I would really love to get her that I know is just not possible right now. I don't know. Like, as I said, I'm not a material person, but I do put everything into the holidays. And Christmas means a lot to a kid. And this is, I think, another thing that's really got me fucked up is that this is the first year she fully understands what's going on. And like last year, she kind of got it, but not really. This year, she knows what's up. And that's why I've been trying to do crafts with her, even though I'm not good at that. But I can make a fucking little paper chain for the tree. Of course, I didn't have time to make it bigger and make it go all the way around the tree, but she seems content with what we've done. So I'm content with what we've done. And I made the star out of popsicle sticks and the snowflakes out of popsicle sticks. And that's pretty much the extent of what I'm capable of. But I'm trying. And usually I bake a lot, but without an oven, that's been kind of hard. And with no money, that also makes it kind of hard. I don't know. I'm just... Like, she's also at that age where she's realizing we don't have as much as she was previously led to believe. Like, it's getting to a point because usually if she wanted a little surprise egg, I could come up with the $2 to get it. And now it's like, no, you're gonna have to wait till next week, baby. And she's, I don't know. Like, she needs to hear the word no. Because this kid is starting to act like she's a motherfucking Hilton or Kardashian. And we do not have it like that. And even if we did have it like that, I would not want my child to act like that. I am not down for that attitude. Like, there are these Peppa Pig chocolate eggs. It's got the little chocolate egg and then a little tiny Peppa figure comes with it. And sorry, I'm a bit parched there. And she'll eat the egg and look at the figure and then immediately say, I want another one. And I know it's because she wants to get more of the little figures. It's totally not the point. Or I gave her the Ryan egg that had the silly putty in it. And she goes, well, I want another one. Like, well, you can't have another one. That's all the Solstice Fairy brought for you. So, deal. I don't want her to be that kid. My sister was that kid until she was like 8 years old. And, well, she might have been 9 or 10. But it was the first year that Grandma didn't buy her and my brother as much for Christmas. But she still bought him more than, like, we got as little kids. Well, my sister wasn't having it. And Grandma already felt horrible, which she shouldn't have. Like, she spent over $1,000. She should not have felt bad about it. She got them everything they fucking wanted. It just wasn't as much as they were used to. And my sister looks at my grandmother and goes, "Is that all?" And I took her in the bedroom and I reamed her ass. I'm like, "Don't you ever fucking do that again." I'm like, "You really hurt grandma's feelings." And that was the thing with Dakota. She was a hellion, but if she hurt your feelings, she was like me, and she instantly felt terrible. She started crying, went out and apologized to her. But that moment has stuck in her mind all these years, and I'm glad it did. Because, no. I just, no. Spoiled children who have that attitude become spoiled adults who still have that attitude, and then they shut down the government for $5 billion for a wall that doesn't even make any sense. No. I'm just saying. Oh my god, this video is already 45 minutes long. Alright, y'all. I rambled a lot, but don't I always? I hope y'all had a beautiful solstice. Or a beautiful Hanukkah. I know that was like 2 weeks ago, but still. Or if I don't talk to you before then, I hope you have a beautiful Christmas or a beautiful Kwanzaa. Or just a beautiful time getting shit-faced. Whatever makes you happy, I hope it makes you really, really happy. Because we need to have all the fucking positive energy we can summon up in the shitstorm tower phase that we are going through, my friends. That's what'll turn it around. I love y'all. Blessed be.